Hello, my name's Nathan.
And I'm Connie.
And we're going to be doing a full campus tour of York St John University. First of all, you join us in the quad, the oldest part on campus. The walls you see around us could tell some stories from when York St John was originally founded in 1841 as a teaching college. The quad was the central building for York St John for many years and houses the original chapel and was even adapted as a volunteer first aid centre during the First World War. While the quad might not look like it's changed much since our opening in 1841, it has seen considerable modifications within the interior.
Quad South now houses 2 TV studios, the law school and clinic, as well as an original chapel that can be made into a lecture theatre space or performance area. Quad East houses various specialised primary education classrooms. Quad North houses the dance studio and Muslim prayer room. Quad West is home to a brand new lecture theatre, which is also a flexible working space for events and presentations, a long way from the building that had no heating, electricity or running water in the mid-1800s. Many academics also have their offices here, so if you need to pop up for some support or help with your course, you can do. Now let's head to the back of the quad.
Home to Art, Phoenix Court has resources and studio spaces for fine art, illustration and photography. Let's go in and see what they're creating.
We also have Ripon Wing to the rear of the quad. Ripon Wing is home to more of our primary education teaching spaces that have been mocked up to look like real primary school classrooms. Primary education is our longest running subject, as York St John started as a teacher training college in 1841. From here you can also see the Corddukes building. The Corddukes building was initially built for extra teaching space and was named after the first student to enrol at YSJ back in 1841, Edward Corddukes. The Corddukes building is also home to the Enterprise Centre, which supports budding business professionals to grow ideas into fully formed business models. The building is not a permanent part of campus though, and there are plans for redevelopment in the coming years.
Here we have the University Chapel, a reminder of the university's roots in the Church of England. However, the chapel is now a multi-faith place of worship, and anyone can use it as a place of peace and quiet.
Talking of peace and quiet, the chapel also has a peace garden for students who maybe need a little bit of time to themselves. The chaplain and her team are also available to speak about spiritual well-being and any other stresses of general life.
The chapel is not only a multi-faith building, but it is a multi-purpose building. This space is extensively used for worship, a practice space for YSJ's big band, for hosting exhibitions and for special services for students, such as on Remembrance Day.
The green space to the rear of the chapel represents the university's commitment to the planet and our environment. This green space has been allowed to grow as part of a rewilding project. It's through projects like these that the university has become recognised for its work with environmental issues, even winning a gold award in a hedgehog friendliness on campus.
Welcome to York St John University Student Union, or the SU. This is the home for all activities related to students. We also have 3 Student Union presidents elected by you, the students, and they can help you on a range of support, that be well-being and education. But it's not all serious business. The SU is also home to the Students' Bar, which hosts various events across the week, such as karaoke and Pound a Pint. There is also a Starbucks upstairs and various places to sit and socialise or watch TV. The SU also hosts 2 big celebrations every year, known as Archie's Day. We have over 60 societies here at York St John. Whether you've never kicked a football in your life or you want to compete on behalf of the university, we have you covered. We also have the Weird and Wonderful societies as well, including Harry Potter Society and an eSports Society. So hopefully we have something for you. Just across from the Students' Union is our newest building on campus, the Creative Centre.
The timber-clad building cost £15 million and was completed in November 2021. The general design of the building is a 3-storey creative space made up of bold architecture and innovative facilities. This building boasts a large auditorium/theatre with professional sound and lighting and is perfect for student performances, community events and high-profile conferences. The university also works alongside the Institute of Technology for Yorkshire and the Humber to deliver teaching and research side by side. It's also the new home for the music on campus with specialist teaching suites and acoustically protected practice and performance rooms. This sustainable building uses low carbon materials, reducing our impact on the planet whilst being built and for years after. Other subjects including computer science, music production, creative writing and medium production also use the facilities within this building. Here at York St John University, we like to stay connected to the city that we call home. This is reflected in the building being designed with heritage in mind and York Minster framed through the windows throughout. We also have an amazing view of the city from the balcony.
Welcome to the Design Centre. It's the home for all the design courses. Areas included here are workshops and teaching spaces, resources hub for sculpture making and printing rooms. Specialised facilities such as 3D printing room and metal welding facilities can also be found here.
Welcome to our Fountains Learning Centre.
It houses 22,000 books and 630,000 ebooks. Come on, let's head inside. Downstairs on the first floor are communal spaces where students can socialise and work on group projects.
Second floor is a silent study area, so shh. Subject-specific books are split across the first and second floor. The library also houses many specialist facilities such as print services available for professional printing, automated checkout and check-in machines, laptop loan stations and charging points, and access to all desktops, iMaps, printers and scanners. Yorkshire Film Archives are based in the Fountains building. They are a charity dedicated to preserving films across Yorkshire and a great resource for staff and students across several subjects.
Finally, studying can get pretty tiring, so here in Fountains we have a Costa for a much needed caffeine boost.
There's a connecting bridge to the next building we're going to show you. It links Fountains with De Grey, which is the home of the York Business School. The building has various teaching spaces including a lecture theatre and small seminar rooms. It's an energy efficient building that regulates its own temperature, keeping in mind the university's environmental ethos.
The main reception of the university and Cafe 41 can also be found on the ground floor. Foss and Skell have a walkway that connects the two of them, but that's the only thing that they have in common. Skell hosts a variety of seminar rooms, whereas Foss hosts a variety of different specialised studios. There's a student gym on the first floor, which does not require a contract to be a member, with a changing village on the ground floor. Biomedical science labs and psychology are found on the second floor of this building. It's also home to a brand new health science facilities, including 2 high-tech mock hospital wards. Policing students also use their own crime scene room for training. Foss used to be the home to our sports students, but they're now located up on our Haxby Road sports campus.
Here we are at York St John University's Sports Park, which is around a mile from our city centre campus. This is where our sports courses live, so that includes sport and exercise science, sports and exercise therapy, as well as physical education and sports coaching, meaning our sports students pretty much live here. Let's head inside and see what facilities they have on offer. The facilities that we first come across are the strength and conditioning facilities. Just down from the strength and conditioning suite, we have our specialist sports labs. The lab is used for cardiovascular health and performance testing and contains motion sensor technology. These therapy suites are used for practical sessions and training. The sports barn is a multi-purpose area that can be used by students, university sporting events, as well as our local community. This is the Sports Park cafe and social area. This is where students can come and sit and relax in between lectures and practical sessions. Our sports park is also home to 8 grass pitches, 3 3G pitches and a 3-court indoor tennis centre in partnership with the Lawn Tennis Association and our 100-metre sprint track. How you play sport at YSJ is totally up to you. As a university, we believe sport is for everyone, so whether you're a budding athlete or you're just trying to get your steps in, you'll be welcomed here. For those with green fingers, the university's allotment site offers you a chance to practice your gardening skills and learn from the knowledge of your fellow allotment holders. Haxby Road is also home to hundreds of tansy plants cultivated to sustain the rare tansy beetle, which only lives in the banks of the River Ouse in York.
Just across from Foss and Skell, we have Holgate.
At one end of Holgate, we have our careers service. Here at YSJ, we like to call ourselves a family, and once a part of our family, always a part of it, and that's why we offer lifelong career support. So, whether you're a current student, recent graduate, or have been gone from YSJ for 20 years, you can still come back to the team here for advice and support.
Here at the other end of Holgate, we find ourselves with student services. They cover a range of different services, but some include funding, academic support, and professional counselling. There's even a therapy dog that students can book appointments with. Holgate also has bookable pods for group work, office and teaching rooms, access to computers and printing. There are also several places to eat across campus, including our main dining room, Students' Union, Costa and the Sports Park. Behind me we have our multi-purpose venue, Temple Hall, which houses the largest lecture theatre on campus. At the other end we have our security, which is open 24/7 and does services and maintenance in our accommodation. They're also all first aid trained, so if we need them in a pinch, they'll be there. We've come to the end of our tour here at the front of the quad. Our gardening team does an excellent job of keeping these gardens looking luscious all year round.
Finally, York Minster is just visible through the trees, and that is where we graduate as a university in the heart of the city that we call home. We really hope you've enjoyed your tour today. York St John is a small, community-driven university, and we hope that one day you can be part of it too.
Now, come and see it for yourself.